Welcome to Family Stunt Team, and we're trying something new. We're going to actually do a trailer reaction video, which is a big deal. I chose this trailer to do our first one because this is going to be off the hook. I've already seen this 5 times today. I don't think any of the kids have, but they're all big fans, so it's going to be kind of cool. Have you guys been on the internet today and seen anything? Okay. What have you guys seen?
TikTok.
TikTok? Okay. Brett?
TikTok.
YouTube.
What'd you see on YouTube today? Nothing?
Jacksepticeye.
No, I don't know.
But nothing trailers, right?
Yep.
Okay. Well, we're going to watch a trailer, and it's a real good one. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get our reactions.
Let's start.
All right. So we're going to start the trailer, and everybody's going to watch, and I hope everybody's going to like it. I'm going to press the button.
What are you doing here in Somerville anyway?
Honestly, my mom won't say it, but we're completely broke. And the only thing that's left in our name is this creepy old farmhouse our grandfather left us in the middle of nowhere. Why'd you bring me up here?
Entertainment value?
What is that?
I don't know.
Somehow, a town that isn't anywhere near a tectonic plate, that has no fault lines, no fracking, no loud music even, is shaking on a daily basis.
Under the dining table now! Hey, remember that one summer we died under a table?
I found this in my living room.
Whoa, killer replica.
A replica of what?
A ghost trap? There hasn't been a ghost sighting in 30 years. New York in the 80s? It's like The Walking Dead. Your dad never mentioned this to you?
It's just my mom. My grandfather died. My mom says we're just here to pick through the rubble of his life.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
Call it fate. Call it luck. Call it karma. I believe that everything happens for a reason.
Come on, darling.
It has a gunner seat?
Boom!
I want to watch this one.
Oh, we just paused.
Come on, darling.
Ooh. The hound.
It has a gunner seat?
Now that's great. Let's go back to some of the key areas. Like, what we can believe, what not.
Alright, so that's the 80th time I watched it today. It just released today, so Merry Christmas to all of us. The movie doesn't come out until, I'm pretty sure it's June of 2020. It's directed by Jason Reitman, the director's son of the original 2 movies, Ivan Reitman. And I think it's a really awesome trailer, and I think that you can see there's a ton of shades of callbacks in this movie that's going to be
like the hound.
impressive. The Hound looks like that's what it is to me too.
Yeah, no one can mistake that hand.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain that Brett's right. I'm pretty sure that that's
A hound.
the
One
gatekeeper.
of
One of the gatekeepers from the
no,
original.
the gatekeeper or the
Keymaster.
Keymaster.
Keymaster or the gatekeeper. one of the big dogs from the original movies. Funny story, I went and saw this movie, the original, in 1984 with my mom. She took me, we saw it twice in the same weekend. And the scene where they're showing those gargoyle dogs on the top of Dana's building, and the concrete breaks, and you see the hand come out, and it goes, I jumped, no joke, twice at the same part. I saw the first time and I did it. I was sitting on my mom's lap. The theaters were packed, and this was like summer of 1984. And we went and saw it a second time, and this is just one of those childhood memories you have. And I jumped at the very same scene the next point, which maybe I shouldn't have been watching it because it was a scary movie. I don't know. Either way, it looks really fantastic. I think they took a page out of The Force Awakens. They're introducing some new characters, and they're bringing a lot of old stuff back that is
Ecto 1.
Yeah, and nostalgic. You know, you've got Paul Rudd's character, and they have a trap, and he says, "Oh, what a cool replica." And he's referring to, of course, the traps from the original storylines. So,
and that, why would he not? I mean, what do you think is happening? Like, there's got to be a reason why there's ghosts. Like, did the containment unit break?
You want to hear my theory?
What?
Okay, so it's Egon's family.
We all know that.
Yeah, and essentially what I think happened is I believe that Ghostbusters, after the second movie, went on a string of franchising, where they franchised Ghostbusters across the United States. They caught ghosts, they taught trainees to be franchises, and essentially what happened is all of these franchises caught all the ghosts. You know, the Afterlife is done. There is no more ghosts. And so essentially what happened is all of those ghosts were put in containment units. And eventually Egon, after Ghostbusters shut down, because if you're an exterminator and you're exterminating mice or rats or, you know, bugs, and all of those, that species goes away, you're going to be out of work. That's it. You have nothing to do. You're like the Maytag man. You're just sitting in a room sleeping most of the time. So the Ghostbusters franchise has just ended because they ridded the world of ghosts, so to speak. And but again, those ghosts all went somewhere. So in the original movie, they showed the containment unit, and there was a lot of discussion about the Twinkie and, hey, we can put them here, but you don't know how long they can stay there. And I'm fairly certain Egon, being the most scientific of the entire group, he probably had to come up with a way to get the containment unit to his farm that you're seeing now in this movie. And he built an underground lair, put all the Ghostbusters stuff there, as also possibly the containment unit. And that probably has a half-life, and that half-life is coming to a close, and the ghosts are now seeping out. There's a lot of talk in there with Paul Rudd talking about how there's all these movements and things going on in a town with no fault lines and no history of earthquakes.
So the containment unit's breaking apart.
Yeah, which I think is tough to swallow, because it really, what it means is that Egon probably was hoping to hand it off at some point. I don't know. There's a lot of
hand
story
it off
here.
to the grandchildren, and,
Yeah.
but
it didn't happen. All of the original casts are going to be in this movie except for Rick Moranis. I've already found that out.
who's Rick Moranis?
He was Louis Tully.
Who's that?
The accountant?
Oh, the guy who kept on saying that he wanted to have the ghosts as protected animals or something.
Yeah, I think so.
He wanted. I don't know.
Maybe. Anyways, it looks really fantastic. They did a good job. The trailer looks good. The cinematography, the tone of it, I think looks pretty awesome. Yes, they have kids in it. This is, in my opinion, Ghostbusters 3 is not a continuation. Obviously, if it makes enough money, Hollywood will be continuing to make these, but I honestly feel this is just the third movie that they never could produce back in mid-2000s on. There was a lot of talk about one being produced. Finally, the video game came out in 2009. Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
You were like 4 and you were playing that, so...
Yeah, I always got stuck on the water level.
But you liked it.
Yep.
Ghostbusters is a big deal to us in our family. One year, Brett and my nephew, or my mother-in-law brother-in-law made Ghostbuster costumes. My brother-in-law made a Ghostbuster proton pack. I made one. We put them on the kids. Kids went around Halloween dressed like Ghostbusters. And we still have the suit, but
Brain's proton and suit, I think, got scrapped.
oh really?
Mine's, I think, still in okay condition, but
Yeah, actually, this is the trap.
yeah, you got the
This
trap.
is the trap I made. So this is a toy trap I made.